Chosen one, this is your final test. Heaven is watching you right now. Listen carefully, because this is not something you can afford to brush aside or delay for even a moment. I am speaking to you right now because you have reached a point in your life where every decision, every reaction, and every quiet thought is being weighed with purpose. This is your final test, not to break you, but to reveal what has already been built inside you. What you do next carries weight far beyond what your eyes can see. And if you stay with these words until the end, you will understand why this moment is more important than anything you have faced before. Type Amen to affirm. You have felt pressure building around you, and you have wondered why things seem harder when you expected relief. This is happening because I am allowing you to stand in a moment where your faith is no longer just words but action. Heaven is watching you not to judge you harshly, but to witness the strength you have grown through pain, patience, and silent endurance. There are forces that expected you to give up by now, yet you are still standing, and that alone has already shifted things in your favor. What you are experiencing is not random, it is intentional, and it is preparing you for something that cannot be given lightly. Right now, pause and show your support by liking this video, because this step of faith helps carry this word to someone else who is standing at the same edge of breakthrough. You may not feel ready, and that is part of the test itself. Readiness does not come from comfort, it comes from trust, and trust is what I am looking at within you in this very moment. There are things you could do that would make life easier in the short term, but they would pull you away from the purpose I have placed over your life. This is why the path feels narrow, because not everything is meant for you anymore. You are being separated from what once distracted you, so you can clearly see what truly belongs to your future. There is a reason why certain doors have remained closed, even when you tried your hardest to open them. It was not rejection, it was protection. And now you are beginning to stand in the understanding of that truth. If those doors had opened, they would have taken you away from this exact moment, and you would not be prepared for what I am about to place into your hands. This is the weight of the test, to trust what you cannot yet see, while everything around you tries to convince you otherwise. Type 1111 if you believe. What makes this your final test is not the difficulty, but the clarity it demands from your spirit. You are being asked to choose faith over fear, patience over impulse, and truth over temporary comfort. These choices may seem small in the moment, but they carry lasting impact that shapes what comes next in your life. Heaven is watching because this is where your alignment is being confirmed, not through words, but through what you actually do when it matters most. You have come too far to return to the old ways that once held you back. The habits, the doubts, the voices that tried to define your worth no longer have authority over you unless you give it back to them. This is why the test feels intense, because it is asking you to fully step into who you are meant to be without hesitation. You are not being watched to fail. You are being watched to rise, to prove to yourself that you are stronger than what tried to break you before. There is a blessing attached to your obedience in this moment, and it is closer than you think. It is not something distant or unreachable. It is something that has been waiting for the exact version of you that is standing here right now. Everything you have gone through has been shaping you for this point, even the moments you thought were meaningless or painful without purpose. Nothing has been wasted, and now it is all coming together in a way you will soon understand clearly. Do not rush this process, because rushing often leads to mistakes that delay what is already prepared for you. Stay steady, stay grounded, and remember that I am with you even when things feel uncertain. The silence you sometimes feel is not absence, It is space for you to act on what you already know is right. You have been given enough wisdom to pass this test, and now it is about applying it without second-guessing yourself. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels that way at times. There is guidance surrounding you, protection covering you, and a purpose moving ahead of you. This test is not here to harm you, it is here to reveal the strength that has been quietly growing within you. When you pass through this, you will not be the same, and the doors that open will reflect the new level you have stepped into. This is where your strength is being formed, not in the loud victories, but in the silent decisions that align you with truth. I see every choice you make, even the ones that feel small, and I tell you that none of them are wasted. Each act of faith is building something permanent inside you that cannot be taken away. There are voices around you that try to pull you back into old patterns, and sometimes they sound convincing because they are familiar. Familiar does not mean right, and comfortable does not mean safe for your future. You have already outgrown what once held you, and going back would only create confusion and delay. This is why the pressure feels real, because you are standing between what was and what is meant to be. You are not meant to stand there forever. You are meant to move forward with clarity and conviction. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may feel like you are being tested in areas where you thought you were already strong. That is because growth does not stop, and what was once enough is now being stretched into something deeper. I am calling you higher, not to burden you, but to strengthen you for what is ahead. What is coming into your life requires a version of you that is steady, disciplined, and grounded in truth. This test is preparing you to carry what you have been praying for without losing yourself in the process. There are moments when you want quick answers, clear signs, and immediate confirmation. But faith does not always come with instant clarity. It often requires you to move forward with trust, even when the full picture is not visible. This is where many turn back, but you are not many. You are chosen to continue. The path you are on demands courage, and courage is not the absence of fear, it is the decision to move forward despite it. I have placed that courage within you, and now it is being called into action. Do not underestimate the importance of your reactions during this time. How you respond to frustration, how you handle disappointment, and how you treat others when you feel misunderstood all carry weight. These are not random moments, they are part of the test. You are being refined, not just in what you do, but in who you are becoming at your core. This is where transformation becomes real, not just spoken, but lived. You have been asking for change, and now change is happening, even if it does not look the way you expected. Sometimes the answer to your prayers comes as a challenge that pushes you beyond your comfort. This is not a punishment, it is preparation. I am removing what cannot go with you and strengthening what must remain. It may feel uncomfortable, but it is necessary for what is coming next. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You are closer to breakthrough than you realize, but breakthrough requires alignment. Alignment comes when your thoughts, actions, and intentions begin to match the purpose I have placed within you. This is what this test is bringing out of you, a deeper alignment that cannot be shaken easily. When you walk in alignment, Doors open in ways that do not require struggle or force. They open because you are ready, not because you pushed your way through. There are things you are learning now that will protect you in the future. Lessons about patience, discernment, and self-control are not just for this moment. They are tools you will carry forward. What you are gaining now will save you from greater challenges later. This is why it matters how you walk through this season. It is not just about passing the test, it is about becoming someone who can handle what comes after it. Do not let doubt speak louder than truth. Doubt will try to convince you that you are not ready, that you are not strong enough, that you are not capable. But you have already come through things that once seemed impossible. You have already proven that you can endure, that you can rise, and that you can continue when others would have stopped. That strength did not come from nowhere. It was built through every trial you faced and overcame. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be faithful. Faithfulness is shown in consistency, in choosing what is right, even when it is difficult. You are not being measured by perfection, but by your willingness to stay aligned, even when you are tired. This is what sets you apart. This is what defines you in this moment. Keep showing up, keep choosing wisely, and keep trusting even when the path feels uncertain. There is something waiting for you on the other side of this test that will make sense of everything you are experiencing now. It will not only reward your patience, it will confirm your purpose. You will see why certain things had to happen the way they did. You will understand why delays were necessary and why certain paths were closed. Clarity is coming, but first, you must remain steady where you are. Stay grounded in what you know is true. Do not let temporary feelings pull you away from lasting purpose. You are not here by accident, and this moment is not random. It is part of a greater plan that is unfolding through your life. Trust that I am guiding you even when it feels quiet. Trust that I am working even when you do not see immediate results. This is deeper than actions alone. It is about alignment within your spirit. You cannot fake this part, and you cannot borrow strength from anyone else for it. This is where your personal connection with truth becomes real, steady, and unshakable. There are moments when silence surrounds you, and it feels like nothing is moving forward. In those moments, something important is happening beneath the surface that your eyes cannot yet recognize. You are being stabilized, your emotions are being balanced, and your focus is being refined. These quiet phases are not empty, they are necessary, because without them, you would rush into things that are not meant for you. I am holding you steady so that when movement begins, you will move with clarity instead of confusion. Type 555 to affirm. You are also being tested in how you handle waiting, because waiting reveals what impatience tries to hide. It shows where your trust truly stands and how deeply you believe in what you cannot yet see. Waiting is not about being stuck. It is about being positioned. You are not behind. You are being placed exactly where you need to be for the next step to unfold correctly. If things moved faster right now, they would not last. And what is coming into your life is meant to remain. There are distractions trying to pull your attention away from what truly matters. They come in subtle ways, through thoughts that lead you into overthinking, through situations that provoke unnecessary reactions, and through people who unknowingly test your patience. You must recognize these distractions for what they are. They are not random interruptions. They are part of the test to see if you will stay focused or lose direction. Your strength is shown in your ability to remain steady when everything tries to pull you away. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. You have grown more than you give yourself credit for. The way you handle situations now is not the same as before, even if you still feel the weight of emotions. Growth does not remove feelings, it changes how you respond to them. You are learning to pause, to think, and to choose wisely instead of reacting instantly. That shift is powerful, and it is exactly what this moment is drawing out of you. You are becoming someone who is led by purpose, not by impulse. Type 222 to receive blessings. You are also being shown the importance of letting go, not because something is wrong with what you held on to, but because it no longer fits where you are going. Holding on to what has expired will only create resistance in your path. Letting go does not mean losing, it means making space for something better that is aligned with your future. This can be difficult, especially when memories and emotions are attached, but trust that what is meant for you will not require you to force it to stay. There is a deeper level of clarity being formed within you, and it will soon become impossible to ignore. You will begin to see things for what they truly are, without confusion or doubt clouding your judgment. This clarity is part of your reward, because it will protect you from making decisions that would take you off course. You will no longer question everything, you will start recognizing truth with confidence. That is when you will know that this test has shaped you in the right way. You may feel moments of emotional heaviness, and that is part of the release process. Old fears, old wounds, and old patterns are being brought to the surface so they can be cleared out completely. This is not happening to weaken you, it is happening to free you. What you release now will not follow you into the next season of your life. You are being cleaned from the inside so that what comes next can settle into a strong and healthy foundation. Your discipline is also being strengthened during this time. It is not just about big decisions, it is about the small daily choices that shape your consistency. Staying committed when you do not feel motivated, choosing peace when you feel provoked, and holding on to truth when doubt tries to creep in, are all part of this process. These are the habits that will sustain you long after this test is over. What you build now will carry you forward in ways you cannot yet imagine. You are not being asked to do something impossible. Everything required to pass this test is already within you. You have been prepared for this through every experience you have faced. Even the moments you thought were setbacks were actually training grounds. Nothing was wasted, and now it is all being used to support you in this exact moment. You are not lacking anything, you are equipped, even if you do not always feel it. Stay centered and do not allow temporary emotions to dictate permanent decisions. Feelings will come and go, but truth remains steady. You must anchor yourself in what you know is right, even when emotions try to lead you in another direction. This is how you maintain balance, and this is how you move forward without regret. You are learning to lead yourself with wisdom, and that is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. You are entering a phase where your consistency will matter more than your intensity. It is not about how strongly you begin, but how steadily you continue when no one is watching and when nothing seems to be changing. This is where many lose their footing, not because they are weak, but because they grow tired of waiting for visible results. I am strengthening your endurance so that you do not stop just before things begin to shift. What you are building now is not temporary, it is meant to last, and lasting things require patience and discipline. There are patterns in your life that are being quietly rewritten. You may not notice it immediately, but the way you think, the way you react, and the way you choose your direction is no longer the same. This change did not happen overnight. It has been forming through every lesson, every challenge, and every moment you chose growth over comfort. Now it is becoming clear, and it is positioning you differently than before. You are no longer operating from the same place, and that is why certain things around you feel unfamiliar. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You are also learning to trust yourself in a deeper way, not in your own strength alone, but in the guidance that has been placed within you. There is a quiet knowing that rises when something is right or wrong, and you are being trained to listen to it without hesitation. This inner clarity is not something to ignore, it is something to follow with confidence. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes, and the more it will guide you away from what is not meant for you. There are moments when you feel stretched between two directions, one that feels easy and one that feels right. The easy path may seem appealing, especially when you are tired, but it will not lead you where you are meant to go. The right path may require more patience, more discipline, and more trust, but it will lead you into alignment. This is part of your final test, to choose what is right, even when it is not the easiest option in front of you. Your strength is not just in what you overcome, but in what you resist. There are things you could say, actions you could take, and decisions you could make that would satisfy a moment, but disrupt your future. Resisting those impulses is a sign of growth. It shows that you are no longer controlled by immediate emotions, but guided by a deeper sense of purpose. This restraint is not weakness, it is maturity, and it is shaping your path in ways that will protect you later. Type 333 to affirm strength. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. You are also being refined in how you handle relationships around you. Not everyone will understand the changes you are going through, and some may even question or challenge your choices. This is not meant to discourage you, it is meant to strengthen your clarity. You cannot allow outside voices to override what you know is right within you. Respect others, but stay grounded in your direction, because your path is not meant to look like anyone else's. There are situations that may test your patience deeply. These moments are not here to frustrate you without reason, they are revealing how far you have come. In the past, you may have reacted quickly, spoken without thinking, or allowed emotions to lead you. Now, you are being given the opportunity to respond differently. Each time you choose calm over chaos, you pass another layer of this test. You are learning the power of stillness. Not every situation requires immediate action or response. Sometimes the strongest move is to pause, observe, and wait for clarity before stepping forward. This stillness is not inaction, it is wisdom. It allows you to move with intention rather than impulse, and that makes a significant difference in your outcomes. There is also a shift happening in how you view yourself. You are no longer defining yourself by past mistakes or limitations. You are beginning to see yourself through a clearer lens, one that reflects growth, resilience, and purpose. This new perspective is important because it will influence every decision you make moving forward. When you see yourself differently, you begin to act differently, and that changes everything. You are being prepared to handle responsibility in a way you could not before. What is coming into your life will require stability, clarity, and emotional control. This is why you are being tested now, so that when those responsibilities arrive, you are ready to carry them without being overwhelmed. Preparation is not always comfortable, but it is necessary for what lies ahead. Do not be discouraged by moments where you feel unsure. Uncertainty does not mean you are off track. It often means you are stepping into something new. Growth always comes with a level of unfamiliarity, and that is part of the process. Trust that even when you feel unsure, you are still moving in the right direction. You are not the same person you were before this began, and that is something to recognize. You have gained strength, clarity, and awareness that cannot be undone. This transformation is real, even if it is still unfolding. You are becoming someone who can stand firm, who can move wisely, and who can remain grounded no matter what is happening around you. Everything around you may appear normal, yet within you, something is shifting, something is being finalized. This is where your discipline becomes your shield, and your clarity becomes your guide. You are not here to hesitate. You are here to stand firm in what you already know is right. There are moments when doubt will try to return, not because it has power, but because it recognizes that you are close. Doubt often appears strongest just before a breakthrough, trying to pull you back into uncertainty. You must recognize it and refuse to entertain it. You have already seen enough, learned enough, and grown enough to know that turning back would only delay what is already within reach. This is why your focus matters now more than ever before. Type 888 to declare focus. You are being tested in your ability to stay grounded, even when emotions rise unexpectedly. There may be situations that trigger old feelings, moments that remind you of past pain, or encounters that challenge your patience. These are not random, they are opportunities to show that you are no longer controlled by what once affected you. Your response in these moments carries weight, because it reveals the level of transformation that has taken place within you. You are not being pulled back, you are being given the chance to rise above. Your peace is one of the most valuable things you have right now, and you must protect it. Do not allow temporary situations to disturb what you have worked so hard to build. Peace is not something that happens by chance, it is something you choose, especially when everything around you tries to disrupt it. Choosing peace does not mean ignoring reality, it means responding to it with wisdom instead of reaction. This is part of your strength, and it will carry you through this final stretch. You are also learning the power of restraint in a deeper way. There are words you could speak, actions you could take, and decisions you could make that might feel justified in the moment. But not everything that feels justified is necessary. Sometimes the strongest choice is to step back, to remain silent, or to walk away. This is not weakness, it is control. And control is a sign that you are no longer led by impulse. Type 444 to affirm control. There is a shift happening in how you see challenges. What once felt overwhelming is now something you can face with a clearer mind. You are no longer reacting out of fear, but responding with understanding. This shift is important because it shows that your mindset has changed. When your mindset changes, your outcomes begin to change as well. You are no longer trapped in the same cycle, you are moving beyond it. You may notice that certain situations are repeating, almost as if they are being presented again in a slightly different form. This is part of the final confirmation. You are being given one more chance to respond differently, to choose growth over old habits. When you respond with wisdom instead of reaction, you close the door on that cycle permanently. This is how you move forward without carrying unnecessary weight into your future. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. There is also a deeper sense of awareness growing within you. You are beginning to see through distractions more easily, recognizing what is important and what is not. This clarity is protecting you from wasting time and energy on things that do not serve your purpose. You are becoming more intentional with your actions, and that is guiding you in the right direction. This awareness is part of your preparation for what is coming next. You are not being asked to be perfect in this process. You are being asked to stay consistent, to remain aligned, and to keep moving forward with intention. There may be moments where you feel tired, where you question if you can keep going. In those moments, remember how far you have already come. Remember the strength you have shown, the battles you have already faced, and the growth that has taken place within you. This final stretch requires endurance, not speed. Do not rush through it, because rushing can lead to mistakes that delay your progress. Move with patience, with awareness, and with confidence in what you are doing. Every step you take with intention is bringing you closer to what has been prepared for you. You are not behind. You are right on time for what is unfolding. There is something powerful waiting for you on the other side of this. It is not just a reward, it is a confirmation of everything you have become. You will see clearly why this test was necessary, why the pressure was required, and why the timing had to be exact. Nothing about this process has been random, and everything has been leading to this moment. There is a quiet strength rising inside you, one that does not need recognition from others to exist. You have learned to stand without needing validation, and that has shifted your foundation completely. This strength is not loud, it is steady, and it is built on everything you have walked through. You are no longer easily shaken by what once disturbed you. This is evidence that you have changed in ways that cannot be reversed. Type 666 to affirm endurance. You are being shown that control over your inner world is more powerful than control over external situations. You may not be able to change everything happening around you, but you have full authority over how you respond. This realization is part of your elevation. When you master your reactions, you begin to move through life with clarity and strength. This is one of the greatest victories you can achieve. There may still be moments where you feel tested unexpectedly. These moments are not here to undo your progress, they are here to confirm it. Each time you respond with calm instead of chaos, you strengthen your position. Each time you choose truth over emotion, you reinforce your alignment. These are the signs that you are passing this test, not in theory, but in reality. You are also learning that not everything requires your attention. There are situations that are meant to pass without your involvement. Engaging in everything will only drain your energy and distract you from what truly matters. Discernment is guiding you now, helping you choose where to invest your time and focus. This is part of your growth, and it will protect you moving forward. Type 999 to declare completion. You are beginning to feel a shift, even if it is subtle. There is a sense of calm that was not there before, a quiet confidence that is replacing uncertainty. Chosen ones, your breakthrough is ready, but the door closes. In 10 seconds, heaven says, don't skip. I am calling you in this very moment because something is standing right in front of you, and if you look away now, you may miss what I have already prepared for you. This is not distant or delayed, this is immediate, and it is already within your reach, and the only thing that can cause you to miss it is hesitation or distraction. I am telling you clearly that your breakthrough is not coming someday, it is here, and the door is open right now, but it will not remain open forever. You must understand what this means, because what is being offered is not small, it is life-changing. It is the answer you have been praying for, and it is the shift you thought was still far away. Type 1111 if you believe. I am not speaking in confusion, I am speaking with clarity, so you do not miss the moment I have aligned for you. The door you have been waiting for is already unlocked, and the timing is not accidental, it is exact and intentional. I have watched your struggle, I have seen your silent endurance, and I have measured your patience, and now I am telling you that the waiting season has reached its edge. You are standing in a moment where everything can turn, but you must remain present and aware, because the opportunity is not waiting for you to feel ready, it is responding to your faith. Pause for a second and show your faith by liking this video, because this moment carries something too important to ignore, and your agreement with it matters. I need you to feel the urgency, not as fear, but as awareness that what is before you is rare and precise. This is not something that repeats again and again. This is a moment that was designed specifically for you and your journey. You have walked through delays, confusion, rejection, and even silence, and many times you thought I was not moving, but I was positioning everything behind the scenes. Now that the preparation is complete, the door is open, and the only thing left is your response. Do not let doubt make you slow when you need to be decisive. Do not let past disappointment make you hesitate when this is not like before. What I am placing before you is not another cycle of frustration, it is the release of what has been held back until now. You have been tested in ways you did not understand, and you have been stretched beyond what felt comfortable, but all of that has brought you to this exact second. Type Amen to affirm. You must realize that the door closing is not punishment, it is simply the nature of timing. When I open something, it is aligned with a specific moment, and when that moment passes, the opportunity moves forward. I am not trying to scare you, I am trying to awaken you so you do not drift past something that was meant for you. You have prayed for change, you have asked for direction, and now I am answering in a way that requires your attention and your willingness to move. This breakthrough is not only about one area of your life, it is connected to multiple things you have been waiting for. It touches your peace, your stability, your growth, and your future, and that is why the moment feels intense. You are not imagining this sense of urgency, it is real, and it is meant to pull you into alignment with what I am doing. You are not being rushed into confusion, you are being called into clarity. I know you have been tired, and I know there were moments when you felt like giving up. I saw every time you kept going when it would have been easier to stop. I saw your quiet strength when no one else noticed, and I have not forgotten any of it. What you are experiencing now is not random, it is the result of everything you have endured and everything you have held on to, even when it felt uncertain. The door in front of you is not ordinary, and it is not something you created on your own. I placed it there, and I prepared it with intention, and it carries what you need for the next phase of your life. You are not stepping into something empty, you are stepping into something full, something prepared, something aligned with your purpose. But you must move with trust, because overthinking will try to slow you down. You do not need to have every detail figured out before you take the step. You only need to trust that I am guiding you and that I would not bring you this far to leave you without direction. The door is not asking for perfection, it is asking for faith. And faith is not about having no fear. It is about choosing to move even when you feel it. I am with you in this moment, not distant, not silent, but present and active. You are not alone as you stand at this threshold, and you are not unprepared even if you feel uncertain. Everything you need for this next step has already been placed within you, and all that remains is for you to act on it. Listen carefully, because this is important. The closing of the door is not about loss, it is about timing, and timing is something you must respect. If you delay too long, the moment shifts, and what was meant for now moves into a different season. I want you to receive what is for you now, not later, not someday, but now. You have been chosen for a reason, and this moment is part of that reason. It is not random that you are hearing this. It is not accidental that you feel this urgency, and it is not a coincidence that everything seems to be pointing you toward action. I am guiding you, and I am confirming that what you sense is real. Stay focused, and do not let distractions pull you away. This is not the time to second-guess yourself or to shrink back into old patterns. You are stepping into something new, something that requires courage and trust. The door is open, the path is clear, and the moment is active. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There is a shift happening within you even as you listen, and it is quiet but powerful. It is the removal of doubt that tried to take root during your waiting season. It is the strengthening of your confidence that was worn down by repeated disappointments. You may not have noticed it fully yet, but your perspective is changing, and that change is necessary for you to step through the door that is open before you. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. I know that part of you is still remembering the times when things almost worked out but did not. I know there is a voice inside you that tries to remind you of past moments when doors closed after you had already hoped. But you must understand that this is not a repeat of what you have seen before. This is not another cycle of building you up only to leave you disappointed. This is the moment where the pattern breaks and the outcome changes in your favor. You have grown through everything you went through, even when it did not feel like growth. You have learned to endure, to wait, to trust, and even to keep believing when there was no visible evidence. Those things were not wasted, they were preparing you for this exact point. Now that you are here, you must not allow the memory of pain to interfere with the reality of what I am doing. There is something I need you to understand deeply. The door is open because you are ready, not because everything around you is perfect. If you wait for everything to feel comfortable and fully clear, you will miss the moment that was meant to move you forward. Readiness does not always feel like certainty. Sometimes it feels like a quiet knowing that it is time to move, even without having all the answers. Type 222 to receive blessings. Look at how far you have come, even if the distance feels small to you. There were days when you did not think you would reach this point, days when you questioned whether anything would ever change. Yet you are still here, still moving, still standing, and that is not by accident. I have carried you through more than you realize, and I have brought you to this place with intention. The breakthrough that is ready for you is not only about external change, it is also about internal transformation. You are stepping into a new version of yourself, one that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned with your purpose. This version of you does not shrink back in fear, it steps forward with trust. This version of you does not stay stuck in old cycles, it moves into new possibilities. Do not underestimate the importance of your decision in this moment. What you choose now will shape what unfolds next. If you move forward, you will enter into what has been prepared for you. If you hold back, you will remain in a place that has already served its purpose. I am not forcing you, I am inviting you, but the invitation is time-sensitive. I can see the hesitation trying to form within you, and I am speaking to it directly. You do not need to be afraid of what is ahead, because I am already there. You are not stepping into something unknown without guidance. You are stepping into something that I have already walked through and prepared for you. There is nothing waiting for you there that you cannot handle with my help. You may feel like the step is small, but the impact is not. Sometimes the biggest changes begin with the simplest actions. A decision, a movement, a shift in your thinking. These are the things that open the way for larger breakthroughs. Do not wait for something dramatic to happen before you move. The door is already open, and your movement is what carries you through it. Everything around you may not change instantly, but everything within you will begin to shift the moment you step forward. You will start to see things differently, respond differently, and move differently. That is how transformation begins, and that is how your breakthrough unfolds. It starts within you and then expands into every area of your life. I am not asking you to rush blindly. I am asking you to move with awareness and trust. There is a difference between fear-driven haste and faith-driven action. What I am calling you into is not confusion, it is clarity. It is a clear step, guided by a quiet but strong, knowing that this is the moment to move. Do not let the opinions of others influence your response to this moment. There will always be voices that do not understand what I am doing in your life. There will always be people who question, who doubt, or who hesitate on your behalf. But this moment is not about them, it is about you and the path I have set before you. You have been chosen, and that means your journey will not always look like the journeys of others. There will be moments when you have to move when others stay still. There will be times when you have to trust when others doubt. This is one of those moments, and how you respond will define the direction you take next. I am with you, and I am guiding you, and I am strengthening you even now. You are not walking into this alone, and you are not expected to carry everything by yourself. I am your support, your direction, and your protection as you move forward. You can trust that I will not lead you into something without also equipping you for it. Feel the shift happening around you, even if you cannot fully explain it. Things are aligning, doors are opening, and paths are clearing in ways you may not have expected. This is not coincidence. This is the result of timing, preparation, and alignment coming together at once. You are part of that alignment, and your response is part of what completes it. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. Take a deep breath and center yourself in this moment. Let go of the noise, the distractions, and the doubts that try to pull you away. Focus on what is in front of you and what you feel within you. That quiet sense of knowing is my voice guiding you, and it is leading you towards something good. This is your moment, not a distant future moment, not something that will happen later, but something that is active right now. You are standing at the edge of change, and all that is required is your willingness to step forward. The door is open, the opportunity is real, and the breakthrough is ready. There is a reason your spirit feels restless in the same space that once felt comfortable. It is because I have already moved you forward in ways you cannot see yet, and your surroundings are catching up to what has already changed inside you. You are not meant to remain in what you have already learned from. You are meant to move into what you are becoming, and that requires a step that feels different from anything you have done before. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. Do not mistake hesitation for wisdom. There are moments where waiting is necessary, but this is not one of them. This is a moment where movement is required, and delaying it will only create unnecessary resistance. You have already waited through the season that required patience, and now you are in the moment that requires action. I know that part of you wants confirmation, something clear and undeniable that removes every doubt. But understand this, I am already giving you confirmation through what you feel right now. That pull, that urgency, that sense that something is shifting, that is not your imagination, that is my guidance reaching you. You are not being left to guess. You are being led in a way that requires your trust. Look at the doors that have closed behind you. At the time, they felt like losses, like missed chances, or even rejection. But now you can see that if those doors had stayed open, you would not be standing here at this one. What felt like an ending was actually redirection, and what seemed like delay was preparation. Nothing you went through was wasted, and nothing that was taken from you has left you empty. Type 555 to affirm. What is ahead of you carries something different. It carries growth, expansion, and a sense of peace that you have been searching for. It may not look exactly how you imagined, but it will feel right in a way that you cannot deny. That is how you will know you are in the place I have prepared for you. You must also understand that stepping forward does not mean everything becomes easy instantly. There will still be challenges, but they will not be the same kind of challenges you faced before. These will be challenges that build you, not break you, challenges that stretch you into something greater instead of holding you back. There is a difference, and you will feel it as you move. You are not losing anything by stepping through this door. You are leaving behind what has already completed its purpose. You are releasing what has already taught you what it needed to teach. There is no value in holding on to something that no longer serves your growth. Let it go with peace, knowing that it was part of your journey, but not your destination. I want you to notice how your thoughts are changing even now. Where there was once doubt, there is beginning to be clarity. Where there was once fear, there is a growing sense of courage. This is not something you are forcing. It is something that is happening naturally as you align with what I am doing. This is how you know you are moving in the right direction. Do not allow fear to disguise itself as logic. Fear will try to present itself as careful thinking, as reasonable hesitation, but its goal is to keep you in the same place. Faith, on the other hand, will sometimes feel uncomfortable because it asks you to move beyond what you can fully control. But it is in that movement that your breakthrough is found. I am not asking you to abandon wisdom. I am asking you to recognize the difference between wisdom and fear. Wisdom will guide you forward with awareness, while fear will keep you stuck with doubt. Right now, I am guiding you forward, and I am asking you to trust that direction. There is something powerful about this exact moment that you must not ignore. It is not just about what you are stepping into, it is about who you are becoming as you step. Every time you choose faith over fear, you grow stronger. Every time you move forward despite uncertainty, you become more aligned with your purpose. This is how your life changes, not in one single dramatic moment, but in a series of decisions where you choose to trust me. This is one of those decisions, and it carries weight because it connects to what comes next. You are not just making a small choice, you are setting a direction. I know you have questions that are not fully answered yet. I know there are details you wish you could see more clearly, but if everything were completely visible, there would be no need for faith. And faith is what keeps you connected to me as you move forward. You are not being led into uncertainty alone, you are being led into it with my presence guiding you. That means even if you do not see every step ahead, you are not lost. You are guided, and that guidance will continue as you move. Think about the times when you trusted and it worked out, even if it did not happen the way you expected. Think about the times when you felt uncertain but still moved forward and later realized it was the right decision. Those moments were not luck, they were part of how I have been guiding you all along. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This moment is no different. It is simply bigger, more visible, and more important. That is why it feels so intense. That is why you feel the urgency. It is because what is happening now carries more impact than what you have faced before. You are ready for this, even if you do not feel completely ready. Readiness is not always a feeling, it is often a position. And you are in the position you need to be in for this door to open. That is why it is open now and not earlier. Take the step without overthinking it. Trust the direction you are being pulled toward. Let go of the need to control every outcome and allow yourself to move with faith. This is where your breakthrough begins to unfold in a real and visible way. Do not shrink back now. Do not let this moment pass while you hesitate. You have come too far to stop at the edge of what could change everything for you. Keep moving, keep trusting, and know that I am with you every step of the way. There is a quiet voice within you that is telling you to move, even while another voice tries to slow you down. That quiet voice is not weak, it is steady, and it is aligned with me. The louder voice of doubt is trying to protect you from what it does not understand, but it is not your guide. You must choose which voice you will follow in this moment, because your decision will shape what happens next. Type 1212 to claim miracles. I see the way you have carried your past, sometimes as a lesson and sometimes as a weight. I see how certain memories still try to speak into your present, telling you to be careful, to not expect too much, to not believe too deeply. But those voices are tied to seasons that have already ended. You are not in that place anymore, and what you are facing now is not the same as what you faced then. You must separate what was from what is. What was taught you how to endure, but what is will show you how to receive. You have learned how to survive difficult seasons, but now you are learning how to step into something better. This requires a different kind of trust, one that allows you to move forward instead of staying guarded. Type 222 to receive blessings. I want you to understand something clearly. The door in front of you is not fragile, and it is not uncertain. It has been established with intention, and it carries the weight of everything I have prepared for you. What feels uncertain is not the door, it is your familiarity with stepping into something new. But new does not mean unstable, it means you are entering a place you have not yet experienced. You have been conditioned by your past to expect delays, to expect struggle, and to expect resistance. That is why ease can feel unfamiliar to you. But I am not leading you into another cycle of hardship. I am leading you into a space where things begin to align more naturally. You will still grow, but you will not feel like you are constantly fighting to move forward. Let go of the idea that you must earn every step with struggle. There are moments when I release things into your life because the time has come, not because you forced it to happen. This is one of those moments. Your breakthrough is not something you are chasing anymore. It is something that is being given, and all you must do is receive it. You may wonder why the timing feels so sudden, why everything seems to be happening at once. It is because what has been building behind the scenes is now ready to be revealed. What you could not see before is now becoming visible, and that can feel overwhelming if you are not prepared for it. But you are prepared, even if you do not feel like it. Everything you have learned, everything you have gone through, has shaped you into someone who can handle what is coming next. You are not stepping into something beyond your capacity, you are stepping into something that matches who you have become. That is why this moment is happening now and not earlier. Do not allow yourself to shrink back into old patterns. Do not go back to overthinking every detail or doubting every step. Those patterns belong to a time when you were still learning and growing in certain ways. Now you are being called to operate from a place of trust and confidence. I am not asking you to ignore your thoughts. I am asking you to align them with truth. The truth is that you are guided. The truth is that you are supported. The truth is that you are not alone in this moment. When your thoughts align with that truth, your actions will follow with clarity. There is something waiting for you on the other side of this step that will confirm everything I am telling you now. It will not only meet your expectations, it will go beyond them in ways you did not fully imagine. But you must reach it first, and that requires movement. Do not expect the entire path to be visible before you take the first step. The path reveals itself as you move. Each step you take will open the next part of the way, and that is how you will continue forward. This is not about seeing everything at once, it is about trusting the process as it unfolds. You are not being asked to take a leap into darkness, you are being asked to take a step into light that is already shining in front of you. It may feel unfamiliar, but it is not hidden. You can see enough to know that the direction is right, and that is all you need for now. Remember that I am with you in every step you take. I am not sending you ahead while I remain behind. I am moving with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and protecting you. There is no part of this journey where you will be left on your own. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. This is your moment to respond, not with fear, but with faith. Not with hesitation, but with movement. Not with doubt, but with trust. Everything you have been through has led you to this point, and everything that comes next depends on what you choose now. You are not at the beginning of something uncertain, you are at the continuation of something that has been carefully prepared. This is not random, it is intentional. This is not accidental, it is aligned. This is not something you stumbled into, it is something you were led to. Take the step and do not look back with regret. Move forward with confidence, knowing that what is ahead is better than what is behind. You are not leaving something valuable behind, you are moving toward something greater. There is a strength rising within you that you have not fully used yet. It has been building quietly through every challenge you faced, through every time you chose to keep going, even when it felt difficult. That strength is not temporary, it is part of who you have become, and it is exactly what you need for this moment. You are not weak in this situation. Even if you feel uncertain, you are equipped and ready in ways you may not have realized. Type 1010 if you trust God. Do not wait for fear to disappear before you act. Fear does not always leave before you move. Sometimes it fades as you move. If you stand still waiting for perfect confidence, you may remain in the same place longer than necessary. But when you take a step despite fear, you will notice that it loses its hold over you. I am not calling you into something that will harm you. I am calling you into something that will grow you, strengthen you, and align you with what has already been prepared. There is protection around you that you cannot always see, and it is active even now. You are not stepping into risk alone, you are stepping into something covered by my presence. Type Amen to affirm. You must also understand that this moment is connected to more than just you. What you step into will influence others around you in ways you may not fully see yet. Your breakthrough is not isolated, it is part of a larger flow of change that extends beyond your immediate view. That is why it matters that you move, because your movement creates openings for others as well. You have carried responsibilities, worries, and concerns that have weighed on you. Some of those things will begin to lift as you step forward, because they were tied to a place you are no longer meant to stay in. You will begin to feel lighter, clearer, and more focused as you move into what is ahead. This is not just a change of circumstance, it is a shift in your entire experience. Do not let the past define how you respond to this moment. What happened before does not control what happens now. You are not repeating old cycles, you are stepping into something new. You must allow yourself to believe that change is not only possible, it is already happening. I see the way you are thinking right now, weighing everything, trying to understand every detail. But this is not a moment for over-analysis. This is a moment for trust and action.